Welcome aboard. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. And for the home team, here is Fernandez. Brown outside. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam. This game's going to take a big swing. Clark, if the D continues to clear out like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see in a blowout, Kevin, or even an exhibition game, not a close game like this.
Look how frustrated Steve is on it.
Well, you know what, Kevin? Come on, Kevin. I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up. I mean, he threw it down with force.
Number 13. A steal. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Brown kicks to Fernandez. That's good.
You know, as soon as that steal was made, it was over. That was going to be a bucket the whole way.
That's exactly how a turnover cost you.
He dishes it to Lee. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
He is so creative, Kevin. That's what I love about watching him. As good as anybody in the league at breaking down a defender one-on-one.
And Steve, even more than that, this is what I think of when I think of him. Late in the fourth quarter, time winding down. They've got one shot to win the game. He's your man. He's the guy I'm looking for to make it happen.
Pass to Fernandez from past the arc. Brown outside. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
I briefly spoke with the home team's head coach. He said they'll have to do a good job moving their feet on the defensive end or they'll get dunked on all night. He told me that they are very aware of the slashers and finishers they're facing and will try to turn them into jump shooters. Let's see how successful they are, Kevin.
Thanks again, Doris. And that's going to be out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. The dish to Fernandez. Pass to Brown. There's a screen. Number 14. Can't hit from in close.
He got the shot he wanted off that pick, just couldn't get it to fall.
But Steve, they'll take that play all day long, 10 times out of 10. That was good action.
Brown dishes to Fernandez. That one goes. Count it.
The defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Back to Lee. Three-pointer. Fernandez with the rebound.
Kevin, just enough presence to bother that three-point attempt there.
Well, for a guy that shoots like he does, I mean, I'd say that is an easy look.
Can't cash in from the high post.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open. Dropped that one in as soft as a feather using the finger roll.
Gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Puts it up. Good. He hits the jump shot.
They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
Well, if they can match that effort at the defensive end, look out.
That's tipped. And the first one at the line is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
There's not a lot you can say that hasn't been said before about his skill at the charity stripe.
Lets it fly. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far.
Well, he's got to watch himself now. I mean, that's 2 fouls already, and he can't afford another one. Here's Jordan. Right
Right side, Jordan. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And the defense looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Yeah, I like that. A foul to save the layup. Make him earn it at the line.
And so he makes both from the line.
Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
Back to Brown. And there's the pass to Fernandez. Misses off the right iron. Here's Lee. There's a good screen. Right side, Lee. Shot clock at 6. That puts them in the lead. He's got 5.
And of all the things about him that you like offensively, it's his composure that jumps out at me. The way he never gets rattled. The defense can get in him. He doesn't care. He just continues to do his thing.
Steve, the other thing is he's really an extremely skilled ball handler, too. He's got a little flash and dash to his game, that's for sure.
Well, he sees something that he doesn't like. I'm not sure what it is, but I think he's going to make some changes here.
I think you've got to make your adjustments pretty quickly like he's doing here. Otherwise, you know, things can get out of hand. So this is a good timeout.
Gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. There's the pick. Number 20. Misses the 3. Gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Off with the layup.
The defender was in his jersey that time, Steve.
And it rattled him. He clearly was not comfortable at all on the release.
Number 3, defended by Diaz. Ramos the pass to Aguilar. Clock at 6. To the middle. Number 3. No good from outside.
There's some good defense for you. I mean, for somebody who's as good at shooting the 3 as he is, you need a defender who's equally adept at guarding against it. That was well done.
Well, then they picked the right guy to put on him.
Number 11. Pass to Diaz. And that one's good. He has 5. 35 seconds left in the first. They set the pick. Inside, number 11. Second shot opportunity, and he lays it up and in.
Giving them an opportunity at second chance points with some hard work on the glass there.
17 seconds left in the first quarter. That's good.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Number 20. From 16 feet away, he cans it.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
With 1 on the clock. And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Spain. So far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Boy, the offense has been so smooth. Everybody working together, and you can tell they're getting good shots pretty much every time down.
Yeah, they're a well-oiled machine there. I mean, they keep the ball moving, they keep themselves moving, and as a result, they're piling up the points.
Passes up to Diaz. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. He's got 7.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical, be more aggressive.
I agree, Clark, but it doesn't look like they have the will to do that at this moment.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Gentlemen, Ben McLemore grew up in poverty in the tough town of Wellston, Missouri, near St. Louis. A tiny house with up to 15 people under one roof. At times, no food, no heat. A single mother working nights to provide. And before his senior year, his high school shuttered for good. Basketball was his one escape. He said, quote, if you say you're from Wellston, they give you that look. It's just the reputation. It's a hard place to live and grow. But he says even now that he's made it out, I'm never going to forget Wellston. I was born and raised there. It's my heart and my pride. I'm going to give back. I want to build it back to how it was. Guys, what an extraordinary story.
An amazing story. And Doris, good thing it had a happy end. Thank you. And it's blocked by Parks. That free throw good from Diaz. Good on both. And here's Thompson. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Outside Jordan. The pass to Parks. From outside, off the mark.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
Here's Diaz. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Great look. Disappointing result.
You know, most times he knocks that one down.
Here's Jordan. The layup off target. Gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter. Going just 1 for 5. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. That's good. Gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. They set the pick. Here's Parks. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 5 points in the game.
So the pick worked really well there. Nice job taking it right to the 10 for the layup.
Here is Fernandez. He's covered by Thompson. That shot wide open. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Outside Jordan. He drains the quick shot. Jordan's got his second bucket of the night. Gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Number 44. No good. Being at a decent 44% clip here. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Number 13 loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
38% in the second quarter. Offensively, they look a little bit confused. On kicks to Fernandez. There's the pick. Six on the shot clock. That 3 off the mark.
I tell you, he had all the time in the world to get that shot off.
Feeds it to Jordan. 11 feet away. Oh, that's blocked. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. And it's Fernandez missing. Gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. 1:37 left to play in the first half. That's good.
You know, offensively, he's just one of those guys that needs a touch of space to get his shot off. That's all. And if he runs his man off a screen or somehow finds an opening, that's it. He's going to let that thing go.
And, Steve, it's also really remarkable what a solid shooter he is, even in the presence of tough, sticky defense. He smoothly and calmly executes.
Gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. They set the pick. He kicks it to Lee. And that one ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
Yeah, so close to picking that pass off, guys.
At least he got a hand on it. He did what he needed to do to make sure it didn't hit the target.
1:14 left in the first half. Number 11. And he uses the glass on the layup. He has 6. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
You know what? Can you believe there have been 7 lead changes already, guys?
Wow.
Yeah, we're still in the first half. I mean, the way this thing is going, this could turn into a wild one.
Number 14. Nice fake with the layup off the mark.
Terrific defense at the rim. They got right in his path.
You know, that's part of what great defenders do. They get not only in your path, but in your head a little bit, too.
Gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. It's Brown with the drive to the inside. And it's Fernandez missing.
Boy, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
And the layup's good off the glass. 7 points in the game.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, I mean, they're just getting pounded in there. The defense not offering resistance. They've got to force the ball back out to the perimeter.
From deep. And Lee pulls it down. Lee's got 4 rebounds in this game. And here's Jordan outside. No good on the buzzer beater. And we're through 2 here and a good one.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
It's Wednesday night at the 2K Sports Studio, and this is the halftime report. At the midway point, the home team is playing very...
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. You have to like what we're seeing from Diaz.
Isn't it funny? It's not always the guy you'd expect to come through with the big plays in the big game.
Yeah, he's really been a difference, man. You're right, Steve. Sometimes it is that unknown X factor, and today he's proven it.
Now Lee. Down low, outside for Jordan. Jordan can't get that one to fall.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Yeah, they're lucky that they didn't get burned on that one.
He feeds it to Fernandez. Takes a 3. Number 14. In time he gets the jumper to fall.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
Well, this game has been tough, Clark. I mean, they're getting after it, and I think they're starting to run a little bit low on energy, possibly.
They grabbed their own miss. Number 13. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Number 13. At the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one. He's perfect from the line this time. A tight game here in Portland. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Here's Fernandez. There's the block. Brown outside. Dishes it to Fernandez. Back to Brown for the tie. 5 on the clock. Gets it to go. Fernandez has got 10.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
Here's the screen. And the dunk by Jordan.
Boy, that's some physical basketball out there. I'm glad I'm not in the middle of that. A hard pick and an assault on the bucket.
Old school stuff there.
Yeah, there was a lot to like on that play.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
And the home team has possession. Lee with the ball. The feed to Jordan. Defended by Fernandez. 4 on the clock. Lee, that's good.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
Gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. And Fernandez kicks to Brown. He passes to Fernandez. All alone. Jordan with the rebound.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
Lays it up and banks it in. Jordan's got 8.
Boy, that was impressive. Major height disadvantage, but he still got the shot up over his man.
Well, he's got the poise to handle any matchup, and he's not easily intimidated. You can see that there.
Kicks to Fernandez. A 3 ball. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 6 assists in the game.
With the success they've been having from the three-point line since halftime, I'll bet you that scoreboard starts to look a lot different real soon.
Of course, they have to stay hot, but if they do, I think you're right, Clark, particularly if they can convert defense into offense.
Fernandez, that's good. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Sure has been. I mean, guys, momentum is hard to come by in this one. I mean, it seems like one team gets the lead and then the other one storms right back.
Yeah, that is evidenced by the 8 lead changes we've seen so far.
Number 7. And the defense didn't have position. They whistle a blocking foul, and he'll go to the line. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. The first one falls. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
Well, he could have done a little better on that trip to the foul line, but he was able to tie this game up.
Number 8 uses the glass to finish the layup. Gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Ramos. Got a piece of it. Here's Brown. Number 8. The shot's good. Brown making the play. He's got 7.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And it's not just great offense, Clark. The defense is really lacking. Not enough energy on their closeouts.
Now here's Brown. Number 8. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Ramos the pass to Jordan. Drains it from beyond the arc. Jordan's got 7 points here in this quarter.
We've seen a noticeable improvement out of him since halftime. He didn't have a whole lot working in the first half.
He dishes it to Brown. Knocks it loose. One-on-one here. And there's the rejection. There's 49 seconds left here in the third quarter. There's 42 seconds left in the third. Here's Diaz. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. He's got 11.
And a nice jump for their offense in the second half. They're now up above 50% shooting for the game.
And Steve, it's no surprise to see them in the lead. I mean, when you score efficiently like that, you keep a lot of pressure on the other team.
27 seconds left in the third quarter. Lets it go from deep. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Thompson. That's his first personal foul.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. And he's good on the first of 3. And the second free throw, good. And he nails the third. 16 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Parks. Now the dish to Thompson. Hits it from three-point range.
Scotty Thompson.
And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first three quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Spain up by 4. And we'll... All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. Brown against Lee. Brown kicks to Fernandez. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Thompson outside. Makes the lead pass. Gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the three ball well. Stolen by Thompson. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. He misses the free throw. He hits the second from the line. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, it makes it tough for the defense to chase that ball around when it moves that crisply all over the court.
Yeah, it sure does, Clark. And look at the assist totals. They're piling up. I mean, this has been a nice game execution-wise for this club. I'd say that shot was well within his range.
You think so? I mean, I was pretty good from 2 feet and in myself. That's a gimme there.
Pass to Fernandez. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. The shot no good. Being inefficient, 53% from the field. There's the screen. Lee passes to Parks. Back to Lee. Feeds it to Thompson. Number 34. Offensive rebound. Another shot. Misses the layup.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
And it's Fernandez missing.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Good.
Seems like they're on their heels every time.
Great. He wants them to pick it up and really go for it right now, saying, no time like the present, gentlemen. Embrace it. Embrace the spotlight, and let's make it happen. Kevin, let's see what they can do.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. It is flushed down with a nice jam.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Yeah, what a way to wrap up that possession.
And here's Jordan outside. And the ball goes out of play, unable to keep it in. Gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Passes it to Fernandez. Now the pass to Brown. 6 to shoot. Fernandez. A three-pointer off the mark.
Nobody near him. He'll normally make that one.
Jordan kicks to Lee. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan.
And that kind of power move has become a trademark for him.
Gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Number 41. Number 16. He's good with the little jumper in close.
Boy, this team has really been on the offensive glass here in the second half.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Outside for Jordan. Thompson outside. Back to Jordan. Just 5 to shoot. Number 11. The shot is off. Gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Good.
He's got a little room at the rim and laid it in. Great play.
Gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Here's Lee. Can't cash in from close range.
You see the defenders get out of his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the bucket, but not that time.
Fernandez dishes to Brown. He kicks to Fernandez. Back to Brown. Clock at 6. Number 14. It's rebounded by Aguiar. In the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. Jordan with it. Now guarded by Fernandez. Jordan the pass to Lee. .151 left in the fourth quarter. Gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. He feeds it to Fernandez. A floater, and so out of bounds it goes. And they retain possession.
6 seconds.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's Brown with the drive. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Brown's got 4 points in the quarter.
And you can feel the pattern of this game, guys. They're working it inside, dominating in the paint, getting good shots at will.
Well, 4 of their last 5 baskets, guys, have been of exactly that variety. D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Ball stolen. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Boy, their defense.
Here's Fernandez. Number 41. And it's blocked. And they get it back.
Talk about a terrific game for Brown. He's got 8 points and 9 assists.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Look at the free throw percentage. Unblemished since halftime, Clark. That's pretty nice.
I'd go farther than that, Steve. How about perfect? Outstanding work at the foul line to make this a 2-possession game.
Number 20. Money! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
A crucial basket.
They needed it, and he gave it to them.
We're going the other way.
Next ball.
There's 45 seconds left in the game. And 3 from Jordan. Knocks down the trifecta. Big time bucket there, Clark.
And Kevin, the crowd is loving it.
Well, they know exactly how big that shot was.
And it's Fernandez missing. Gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Six on the shot clock. Number 20. Off target from downtown. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, and you've got the luxury here of running a play, so you want to do something that you're very comfortable with.
Absolutely, Steve. I mean, no need to panic whatsoever. I mean, they're in a very good spot right here.
Now Fernandez. Brown kicks to Fernandez. Fires from deep. Misses the tray. And so they get the victory here at home. And Clark, you know, it was quite a nail-biter.
It was tight. Their guys were able to come up with big plays down the stretch, and that's the difference.
And that'll do it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan saying so long and thanks for joining us as we leave you with the Jordan